So AJ, over the last year, we've obviously worked a lot in every different department, trying to find a lot of new people, onboard a lot of incredible talent into our operation. What is a successful candidate, culturally speaking, at Christo?
That is a loaded question. But I think the biggest thing comes down to we will find the right person. And this, you're not joining a team, you're joining a family. And in order to join a family, we ask the tough questions. But also, the learning curve is really steep. So you need to come in here with passion, with excitement, but also compassion and understanding, and be able to have the hard conversations with yourself and also others, but then also be the first one to celebrate others. It takes time.
Yeah, I think, for me, it's been a lot of trying to bring people that make the company stronger and better. Always raise the bar, a little bit higher than where it was before they came into the business. But also finding people who are able to work outside of their department and help one another, and never be too proud, to help somebody else in a different area of the operation. And I think that that's something that speaks volumes about the people that we have over here. You mentioned the family value, but it really is like a family over here. I mean, we've really, because nobody is too above their position or below their position, we all work together, and a lot of our successes are completely hinged on one another. So I love that answer. So I'm going to rephrase this question a little bit differently. In a larger operation, obviously turnover and sometimes staffing and employment is sometimes a challenge. Oftentimes it is. I think one thing that surprised you a lot over here was how long some of the, I wouldn't say seniority, but how long some of the people that have been with the operation, have been here. How has that, I wouldn't say how's that, what kind of a reflection has that made on you, working with some of the people who say, what it was like back in the days versus now and things like that?
Yeah, that's another great question. I think that's actually one of my biggest selling points as I'm recruiting and talking to people that potentially we might bring on, is that if you're looking for just one place to fill your resume, we're not it. We want someone that really is going to invest in the company. And then I also explain, we have people here from 5 years, 7 years. We have two people that just celebrated 10 years, which is an amazing milestone. And understanding that we all got here. Well, I'm only 1 year in, but I'm proud to say we, because I feel like I've been with the team that long, just because the stories are endless, the passion is there, and it's really building upon people's strengths of what has made them successful through the years, but also their hard work is what has made Christo successful for 15. So coming in here, especially new, like you said, put your pride aside. I know operations really well, but I don't know this operation. So it took time to get to know everyone in their own departments and hear from them where the challenges are, but what they've done to make it successful.
Stormy Awards. We're celebrating our 15-year anniversary today, and I think when I think about the Stormy Awards, I go back to that day where we're doing a photo shoot downtown of a bunch of different products and stuff, and afterwards we ended up grabbing some lunch, and we got a burger and a beer, and we're sitting, and the question came up, how does Christo, what kind of recognition program does Christo have? And I remember just mulling over that conversation, but I'd love to get your perspective on how you felt that day went and how you've seen things kind of evolve since.
Yeah, so I do remember that. That was a good burger we had there. So you posed a question to me, like, how does a company that specializes in recognition programs recognize their own employees? And you were kind of putting a lot of pressure on yourself, I think, because you wanted it to be perfect. And I just happened to have recently watched an episode of The Office where they do the Dundies for their employee recognition. So I'm sitting there, I'm just like, well, let's just make it simple. Let's make something and call it the Stormies. And it kind of took off from there. Storm is always in the office and just a good symbol of the company. So it was off and running.
What in your experience has it felt like to win a Stormy Award, over the years since we've implemented, the program?
Yeah, it's an honor winning a Stormy Award, I guess. Again, it's really cool because we're in the industry, so we know what's kind of behind it and what it should represent and what it does represent, and I think we totally captured that. You mentioned yours was like the deepest V-neck, which is kind of a goof, but I remember my first Stormy Award was the Turnaround Award, and that was something really inspiring to me because it kind of kept me motivated, and yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.